What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Four Nights of the Apocalypse chapter 201. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked summer anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Witch Watch, Gachi Akuda, Togen Anki, Takapi's Original Sin, as well as the second seasons of Dan to Dan, My Dress Up Darling, and a couple of cuckoos. There's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, and also before I forget, Tristan Seiyu, from the Forkoa anime, is voicing Amane in My Dress Up Darling Season 2, and God, he is so perfect. He is perfect for Amane. But anyways, last chapter for Koa, we got into an all-out brawl with Bellatripe and Warladane, and I really love seeing Tristan and Percival work together. And also, Gwen is, even on this cover, I'm not into lollies like that, but Gwen looks really hot, I'm not gonna lie. But it's going to be interesting to see what we get here. And you guys reminded me in the comment section, in the case of Warladane, that Percival removed all the humanity that was up in her. So, yeah, she's basically chaos, like pure chaos at this point. And I think one of you guys said it, like maybe 90% chaos. And yeah, that sounds about right. That does. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled Envoy from the Abyss. Woo! Okay, so here's Warladane here. She's laughing. She's going, ha ha ha. Oh, that is so gross! Nakaba, I will give you credit where credit is due. This is gross seeing Warladane, like, heal herself. She can heal and fix her armor? Well, duh! She's basically chaos at this point. She's like 90 to 95% chaos. Alright, here we go. Okay, so Bellatripe healed himself too. So, I was saying last week that there's a chance that Bellatripe is maybe more so like 80% chaos, which to me makes the most sense, especially if he can heal himself like this. Because I don't think, like, say, Ironside or what's his name? Bellegarde, there we go. Yeah. Or Bellegarde would be able to repair themselves that easily, because they only have a little bit of chaos up inside of them. But let me know what you guys think in the comments in regards to that. Not too shabby nights, quite lovely in fact. But you know, if we hog all of the fun, the kids down below will get so jealous. Dude, Tristan looks so amazing. Go Donnie! Donnie's like the MVP. Look out, we'll be making contact very soon. Hold out, Donnie. Forget about me, just brace for impact. Ooh, okay. Ah, hell, now I can't move an inch. Poor Donnie. Yeah! Yes! Bro saved him! Whoa, we're dead. Huh? Whirlwinds? Captain Alzer! Yes! Alzer for the win! Phew, not exactly a picnic with this many people. Looks like everyone, made a safe landing. Only Donnie's in bad shape. Yeah, I can't even move a finger. Great work, kid. You're a full-fledged holy... Man? What is that? Dude. One thing after the other. Run, everyone! Yo, what the fuck is this? It's a Titan! It's a Chaos Titan! But dude, I love it that we had Hauser and Donnie like basically save everybody. That just, it feels so right. It's because it's uncle and nephew, and it's like, yeah. And the fact that he acknowledged him and called him he's calling him a holy knight, that was so awesome. I'm so proud of Donnie. I'm so proud of Yamcha. Well, Yamcha can never be as cool as Donnie, let's be real. Ooh. Whoa! Dude, what the hell? Dude, I'm telling you, this is a Titan. It's a Chaos Titan. I'm sticking with that. But dude, this shading here is incredible, Nakaba. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel, you know for a fact that when we get to this part in the anime, the armor's gonna be completely CGI. It is gonna suck. Guys, what kind of monster is that? Yes, a fine chance to test it out. The name is Goliath, the great soldier of revenge. Oh my god. A golem I created from all the many bodies of the holy knights that died fighting the god of war these past 2 years. Whoa! I live. This is better than a Titan. Oh my god. Let's read this again here. Its name is Goliath, the great soldier of revenge. A golem I created from all the many bodies of the holy knights that died fighting the god of war these past 2 years. There's no way, because I was thinking the god of war was Lancelot, but if this is the case, I don't know. I don't think that's the case. If holy knights are dying, I don't believe that. But let me know what you guys think. Goliath is pushed forward by the vengeful spirits of those raging ghosts as it pummels and flattens foes with its massive force. Dude, this is everything. Nakaba, this is genius. Oh my god, I love this. Love this. Uh-oh. Ooh. Dude, dude, this design is sickening. And it's so creepy. What this gives is, it totally gives Berserk tease to an extent. It's like Attack on Titan meets Berserk tease. And I've said this from the start of Forkoa, that, especially with Forkoa's timing, that this was like a mix of Dragon Ball and Berserk. And yeah, this really does feel like it. It feels like it for real. It does. And that makes me happy. And this chapter is, coming out not too long after what would have been Miura's birthday. So I'm really happy with this. This is really nice. Ooh, dude, that's sick. Head cutter blade. Yeah. Whoa, down in one hit. Fallen! There's a reason why he's serving under Gawain. Because of that shit. Whoa, down in one hit. Fallen the Invincible is back. No, wait a minute. I almost forgot. One other trait of this guy is that the drug of yore allows it to resurrect itself over and over? Dude, so what they're gonna have to do, the only one that could beat this is Percival, because Percival is gonna have to is gonna have to essentially purify it, let's be real. But dude, do you recall, Percival, the gift I took with me from the Fairy King's forest? Well, there's not much at all left. I used some myself, you see. Oh, of course you did. So the effect can't go on forever. Okay, so Warladine confirmed that she used it too. Which does explain a lot to an extent. But the only one that can defeat Warladine at this point, right now anyway, that I could think of is Percival. Maybe, oh god, I really want Lancelot to come in here and just destroy this golem. I do. But right now, the only one that can totally defeat this is Percival. But dude, this design is so fire. But let's just see how many of your friends can hold out until my little toy here is fully defeated, Then I'll defeat you all as soon as I can and keep them all protected, that's all. Yeah! You defeat the four evils that fast? You truly think you could do that? I can. Woo! The way I am now, I can! Yes! Get him, Percival! Ooh. Not to rain on your parade, but I really do think it's impossible. Ironside and Pelagard crashed the party! Yes! So now we got Ironside and Pelagard here too. Dude, this chapter was everything. Nakaba, I'm sorry, this should have been the 200 chapter. As good as chapter 200 was, this should have been the 200 chapter. Because that was sickening. Because we got that golem, and we found out the stuff about Yor, and then we also got Pelagard and Ironside here. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. With Pelagard especially, because the one that is going to save Pelagard is Percival. And we've been theorizing about this situation from like the moment Pelagard got the chaos. So this will be very interesting to see what happens with Percival and Pelagard specifically. I just have this feeling, and maybe even with Ironside too, to an extent, that that they're gonna have to die or something. It's gonna be. I got a feeling that Pelagard. I really will be sad if Pelagard dies, because he said. Remember, he said he wanted to be, Percival's father. He wanted to be his family. I don't know how I'm gonna feel if Pelagard dies, but if it's this powerful moment where Pelagard says, "Dude, if you have to kill me, then do it. I'll accept that. But like, I want you to know that I really want to be your father," like that kind of thing. That would be so sad if that happens. Now, in the case of Ironside, though, I am hoping that we're going to see Diodora versus Ironside. That is going to be very interesting if we get Diodora versus Ironside. Actually, you know what? I wonder, because I was thinking Percival would be the only one that could defeat this golem. But I think Diodora could too, because remember, Diodora's power, how his power works. His attacks work, or his magic works if the person attacking him has dark feelings and shit like that. And I think if anyone could, I wonder if Diodora's going to defeat the golem. I will be so okay with that if Diodora defeats the golem, because that makes the most sense to me. If Diodora defeats the golem because of his ability. But in the case of Ironside, though, yeah, that's got to be Diodora. Diodora's got to fight Ironside. I need to see it happen. I do. In the case of Bellatrite, I really want Gwaine to defeat Bellatrite because of Escanor's connection to him. But in the case of, that's actually another good question too. In the case of Warladane as well, would Diodora be able to defeat Warladane as well? I think so. I think Diodora is the one that will definitely defeat the golem. But Warladane, part of me wants King to do it. That would be sick if King gets the kill on Warladane because of all the fuckery that happened in the Fairy King's forest. I would not be mad at that. But Tristan, though, like, who would Tristan fight in this situation then? Would Tristan fight Warladane? I think Tristan could fight Warladane. But man, I'm very torn on who I want fighting who. But Diodora's got to come into this equation now. He does. I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that, besides Percival, that the only other person that could win is Diodora because of his power? And remember what Warladane said about this golem. Okay, I'm going to read this again just to make sure you guys understand. Is that, and this is why I'm saying this, is that this golem, Goliath, the great soldier of revenge, a golem I created from all the many bodies of the holy knights that died fighting the god of war these past 2 years. Goliath is pushed forward by the vengeful spirits of those raging ghouls as it pummels and flattens foes with its massive force. The fact that the ghouls are raging, that's why I'm like, yeah, Diodora's got to be the one to defeat it. There's no doubt in my mind. Like, if we see Diodora and Percival work together to defeat it, that's one thing. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Diodora's going to be the one to take down this golem. Because, as I said, remember what his magic does. His magic works because it's fueled by the dark emotions of the opponent attacking him. So yeah, that's why I'm like, to me, it just makes the most sense for this. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, Percival could defeat this as well because of his ability too. If there are any life spirits left up in there, which I doubt at this point because they're ghouls. But yeah, I would love to see Diodora and Ballin work together for this. That would be really sickening. I doubt that's gonna happen. But yeah, the one that I want to see Ironside be defeated by, I really do want to see him defeated by Diodora. And what would be interesting is if Diodora killed Ironside and took his magic. Oh my god, I could see that. And not just that, you'd have chaos mixed up in there too. Oh, please. Please do that, Nakaba. Please have... That would be such a twist. Diodora killing his father and absorbing all of his magic. And that's, again, including the chaos. And I gotta wonder, in the case of the golem, because the golem... the ghouls that are up in this golem, I don't think they have any life spirit energy or anything like that. But I gotta wonder if Diodora would absorb let's see, where was it? Yeah, if, hold on, I totally missed this, where are you? There's something here that, yeah, there it is, the Drug of York, that's the name. Yeah, it, like, I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that Diodora would be able to cancel out the Drug of Yore in this situation? I wonder if he does, and also if he does beat the golem like I think he's going to, and absorbs all that magic. Ooh, that would be a dark turn. It would, because all that darkness would probably taint his soul, right? Yeah, that to me would make sense. Is if Diodora does defeat this Titan and absorbs all the resentment from it. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I could see him taking out Ironside with that in mind. I think that's going to be the case. I do. Pelagard, I don't know. That's the one I'm not sure of. Like, if Pelagard's going to make it out of this alive. The only reason why I'm like, I think Pelagard and Ironside could do it and make it out alive is because they don't have that much chaos up inside him. They don't. So, like, once the chaos is out of them, I think they'll be okay. It's Bellatripe and Warladane that I'm not sure about. Warladane, obviously, Warladane is going to be screwed. But Bellatripe, though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Bellatripe. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys think of this golem? I love this design. I love this concept for this golem. I think it's genius. But also, I'm very curious what you guys think about how Diodora is going to fit into this equation. And do you think that if Diodora defeats the golem like I do, that he will absorb all the... Because there's all that resentment up in there. Do you think he's going to absorb all that resentment as well as the Drug of Yore? I think it would be the same case if he defeated Warladane too, because Warladane, I think Diodora's magic would allow him to beat her, for sure. But I think Diodora is going to play a huge influence, and this is where his soul is going to get extremely corrupt, especially if he not only takes the Golem's power, but if he takes Warladane's power too, because remember, she is basically chaos at this point. That's going to be very interesting. And that will totally, not only will that totally corrupt Diodora, but then Chaos is looking at Diodora like, ooh, now this is a vessel we could use, that kind of thing. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. What do you guys think is going to happen with this golem? What do you guys think is going to happen with Pelagard and Ironside? I kind of, as I said, I would not mind if Diodora killed Ironside here and took his magic. Like, that would be sickening. But do you guys agree with me that the only ones that could defeat... I'll include King to an extent in the Golem conversation. I think if we can see Diodora and King work together to take down the Golem as well as Balin, I think that would work. I do. I think that would be... And maybe even Gareth to an extent as well. I think that would work too. Is Gareth finding the spirits of all those warriors that died. And fighting back too. I'd love to see that too. But Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more for Koa content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.